Welcome back to another episode of the Everyday Joy podcast. I'm your host, Ash Owen, and I cannot wait to find moments of joy with you today. Now, if you haven't been listening all week, I think you need to jump back a few episodes, listen to these incredible conversations with Jacquie. We've spoken everything from getting our lives sorted, planning, making sure that our days and our weeks are set up well to be able to spend time with God, to small things to improve the way that we represent and show the fruits of the Spirit. All of these things have kind of accumulated and have got to this point here on a Friday where it is so exciting to be unpacking one final scripture with Jacquie. So why don't you get ready? We're going to jump right into today's words to live by.
Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. That's Deuteronomy 31:6.
Jacquie, so
Ash.
good to have you in the studio. We're wrapping it up on a Friday.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a great week.
Honestly, listen back if you haven't caught up on all of this week. It's been awesome. Not just for the people that have given us great feedback, but even we were saying the whole time we were speaking and having this conversation, we were like, wow, we feel so convicted that this is something that we want to grow in and work on and be better at. And this verse, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you or forsake you.
I think it's so comforting.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. Like, you just be strong and courageous. It's like the ultimate pep talk. Like, in the back of my head, I'm hearing somebody go, you got this, go girl, you're winning. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid. And I just love it.
Yeah. It's kind of that knowledge that no matter what you're going through, God is like ready to go. You can get through it. You can do this. Like you said, like it's like it's like a cheerleader in the on your shoulder, just going, you can do this. You can do this. You got this. I totally agree. I think what I love the most about it is it says be strong and courageous, right? Anytime that I have to do something that I'm nervous about, fearful of, apprehensive about, it really does take that step of courage and that self, it's not even self, the ability to go, okay, God, I'm going to step into this. I'm going to be strong. But it's often not the thing that you want to do, if that makes sense. Like, it's often not where you go, yep, I'm so ready to do this. Yeah. It takes that being strong, being courageous and doing those things with God.
And what I really love is that it's an active sentence. Yeah. So it doesn't say you are strong and courageous.
That's exactly right.
Right? It says be strong and courageous. Because let's be honest, right? In those moments, am I strong and courageous? Oh, no.
Totally.
No, totally not. But can I be strong and courageous? Can I look to God? Can I say, Holy Spirit, empower me? Can I help me be strong and courageous?
Yeah.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. But am I strong and courageous in that moment? Not all the time, no. Yeah. So that's what I think it's telling us about God, is that he is actually there with us and he's giving us this ability. He's giving us this supernatural power to be strong and courageous when we don't feel like we are.
100%. Yeah. I love that image. And I think for anyone listening today, maybe you're getting ready for work, you're listening to this, doing your hair, putting your makeup on, and you just have that feeling in the pit of your stomach where you don't want to step into work, you don't want to step into what your day has. Yeah. Maybe you're going to go out for dinner tonight and you know you're going to have a difficult conversation. Whatever it is that you're facing, know that we can choose to be strong and courageous. I remember someone said to me once, and it really stuck with me, thing where it's like, whatever you do, you fuel. So if you are taking a step to be strong and courageous, you actually fuel strength and courage. Yeah. When you step into fear and worry, often we actually fuel fear and worry. Yeah. And so sometimes, and it's exactly what you said, Jack, it's the taking that step of faith that God will be with you and that you can be strong and courageous to help fuel those things. And it gets strengthened. Like we say often, it strengthens that muscle of knowing I can be courageous. I am strong. Because of who God is.
And we touched on it briefly the other day. It's about those pathways in your brain So if the easy pathway for your brain is feeling fearful and anxious, then your brain is going to go down that path because it's the easy path, because it's a well-worn track, right? But if we choose a different pathway, if we choose to forge a different path, if we keep reminding ourselves, if we say to Holy Spirit, hey, help me out here, help me be strong and courageous, help me remember to be strong and courageous. I can do hard things. I can show up in hard places because through God, through Jesus, I am strong and courageous.
So good, Jack. Now, Jack, is there a time where this verse has come alive in your life?
Oh my gosh, Ash, I could pick
every
day. I think mostly it's around having those hard conversations.
Oh, I hate difficult conversations.
Nobody likes them, right? But I got to a point in my life, and I remember having that really almost conscious click moment where life shifted. Right. And I was like, oh no, it's harder if I let it go than it is if I have the conversation now. And I think it's just remembering that in those moments, because I can pick so many. I can pick conversations with friends. I can pick conversations with bosses, but it's having that moment of going, oh no, Holy Spirit, you're here. You're with me. Thank you. I can be strong and courageous. I can show up for this conversation.
Yeah. I totally hear what you're saying. And I think that sometimes the plan of the enemy is actually to intimidate us, right? To remove, if God's heart for us is to give strength and give courage, the enemy's plan is to take strength and take courage, right? And so sometimes it's, I think exactly what you said, Jack. How often are you kind of at a crossroads, right? And you've got two decisions to make.
Yes.
Or not even decisions, just I can either, like you said, choose courage and strength and have that conversation, or do that difficult thing, or step into that new role, or whatever it is. Or I can pick the opposite.
Yes.
It's actually that decision of, what do I want to strengthen?
Yeah.
Do I want to strengthen my ability to rely on God, to rely that He will give me strength? Or do I want to continue to go on that path of of almost fueling weakness, fueling stress, fueling those anxious things? Because what you've just said, it's reminded me of a great example. I hate making difficult like having difficult conversations, having tough phone calls. And I literally the other day was like, Ash, you need to make this call. You just need to have a conversation, deal with it. I tell you, I sat in turmoil for so long. And here's the thing. The enemy stole my joy for that season because I was allowing the enemy to fuel it. Yeah. The moment I did it, yes, it was difficult. Yes, no one likes to disappoint people. Yes, it's not easy. But when you do it, you fuel your ability. And so now I've gone, oh, you know what? It was yucky. You don't want to have tough conversations. But it was good, and I did it, and I got through it, and no one died. You know what I mean? Least of all me. Exactly. So I think it's that reminder. Everything that we've kind of said in the last few minutes is, let's strengthen what God calls us to. And that is strength and courage. And I think that to wrap it all up, the second part of the verse literally just says so you don't need to be worried or afraid or fearful, because I've called you to this. And if I've called you to this, you don't need to fear.
And no matter what you're going through, nobody's bigger than God. This is God speaking. Nobody's bigger than me. Nobody knows more than me. Nobody knows the full plans that I have for you. Only I do. And I'm standing right there with you, and I'm giving you my strength, my wisdom, my patience, my everything, and off you go. Be strong and courageous.
Yeah, be strong and courageous. If you've got anything out of today's episode, why don't you go and give us a 5-star written review over on Apple Podcasts or over on Spotify. That way, even more people can find out about your everyday joy. I cannot wait to dive even deeper into the Word of God with you. But until then, I pray you're able to find moments of joy.